Hello there, this is Samantha Jayne, sat here in Swindon, UK, waiting. I hope you can see me. You may be watching it on replay over on YouTube, in which case drop me a little hashtag replay. But if you are here right now watching this live, then drop me a comment. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. My lighting is shocking in here, so I apologise for that. But I thought it's more about the message than the lighting this evening. So if you're there, then drop me a comment and let me know that you are watching. I have to keep moving this. And yeah, let me know you are there. Drop me a comment. It's firing up. So I hope you have survived this week. We have gone through quite a big shift, otherwise known as the full moon energy that has come in, which I am going to talk to you about. And you should be there. You should be seeing me. So drop me a comment. The comments is not loading, so if you are there, apologies. If you have commented already, apologies. It is just not loading those comments. So I hope that it is all working. I really do, but for some reason I can't see your comments to know if it is, so please bear with me. So yesterday we had the energy of the full moon coming in. Now this is actually quite a spiritual one, a deeply spiritual one in fact, and this full moon cycle is all about making or dealing with, sorting out difficult changes. Difficult changes that we have come to recognize needs to happen, and doing it. Or it may be that we are in the process of realizing it, you know. I did say last week that it's very much this month of March is about dealing with what the Mercury retrograde highlighted to us, and now we kind of have to get on with it. So just be aware of that. So positive changes are possible. Don't lose heart when I say that this could be a bit tricky for a few weeks. But what it is, it's about freeing yourself of burdens, responsibilities, that in reality you shouldn't be carrying anymore, shouldn't be doing these things anymore, but somehow you're still in that pattern, still in that feeling of responsibility. So yeah, it is about a shift. This full moon energy, the way I would describe it is it's a rule changer, it's a game changer and a rule changer. And the question is, are you going to live by your own rules? That is the question. All right, are you going to change the rules now in your life and start to live by your own? Now, because of this, many people may experience a bit of an inner battle with it all. And also there is still this issue with wanting to feel stability, wanting to feel supported, wanting to feel part of something, whilst also desperately wanting to feel independent or spend a lot of time alone, do things on your own, something like that. So just be aware, there is a lot of inner conflict energy this week, but it is all to highlight things. Depends on your perspective. You know what I'm like, positivity queen here. If your perspective is going to be negative on it, then you'll just see the negative element within it. But actually, there is a lot of positive to be gained out of the experiences that you may walk through. All right, so it is about wanting stability. It is about at the same time wanting that change, wanting that sense of adventure. It's about wanting companionship, yet wanting to be on your own and independent, have a lot of free will within your own life. So that conflict could just be on the inner, or it could also be on the outer. So be aware of that. Okay, now when we get to Wednesday the 3rd, we are going to hopefully be feeling much more sociable than we have over recent times. I'm still not getting the comments, lovely, so I apologise if you are commenting. I'm sorry, I cannot read them. But it is, when we get to the third, we should be feeling much more sociable. All right. We will also be craving excitement though. So be aware of that. But this is a time to find ourselves attracted and connecting to people who are much more engaging, much more energized, much more interesting, quite frankly. So it is a time when you can form new friendships, and it's also a time when new lovers are possible. They may be just that though. They may just be lovers. It may be that spark, that fling, that refiring you up, rather than looking for a wedding card here. All right, so just be a little bit mindful of that as well. Don't jump in with both feet quite too quick. Okay, but it is also, on the other aspects, it's also a good time this week to be sorting out your finances. Now, some people may even receive an unexpected chunk of money. Never know. Could be that the self-employed actually get some support with this one. Or it may be that you are going to be on the receiving end of something new and shiny for in your home or your jewellery box, ladies. Who knows? But it is very much about new energy, that excitement energy, that pleasure energy, all of that is starting to come in this week. And when we get to the 4th, there can actually be good news for us as well. So we should be feeling by the end of the week much more optimistic about life, or an aspect of it. And that's featuring very strongly in business readings I'm doing at the moment as well. But it is about choosing abundance. This is a season for abundance somewhere in your world, whatever form that takes. Some people it might be health, some it might be money, some it might be love, some it might be just that feeling of feeling okay and secure. But whatever that abundance is that you crave, there should be opportunity coming in this week for you to get exactly that. So it is a week for being filled with creative energy. It is a week for, as I say, the good news coming in. And it is a week for dealing with a lot of stuff, which, as I say, can bring its own conflict sometimes. As I said before, whether that is inner or whether it is outer. But what I will say to you is that there is this need to recognize that there can be a potential for disagreements. All right, there really can. So just be aware of that energy. That restlessness within us sometimes reflects in the outer, and it can bounce back at us as disagreements. And that will be coming through having a difference of opinion, difference of values, difference of morals, all of that kind of thing. But within that is that creative energy. So this is actually a week to carry a journal with you and to recognize you're going to be picking up new ideas, new thoughts, and it is a time to journal and a time to express yourself, your truest self, more than ever before. If you want to be treated with respect and love, you have to respect and love yourself by honouring who you are, by being who you truly, truly are. So be aware of that. It is a time for making plans as well, but make sure that you're having fun doing that. This isn't a week to plan things in a way that you make it hard work, you make it a challenge, none of those things. So if that resonates with you, drop me a comment, drop me some love and let me know if that is resonating. Hopefully I will be able to pick up your comments later. We are struggling at the moment. I do not know what is going on the not so good old FB. Losing heart with it, I really am, I must admit. But anyway, I do hope that you are there. I pray that you are there. I have no clue if there's even anyone watching this, but hey, let's keep going because I'm going to move over to the tarot now to see what else they will give me for the week ahead. So just bear with me. And what I will do is I will come back on afterwards and we will look at the comments. I will look at the comments rather. And I will respond. So yeah, as I expected, I have the Three of Swords sat here, and I have our endings card. But there may be some end of eras. There may be upset with other people. If people are comfortable and like you being what suits them, then obviously they're going to be upset if you change your mode, if you are no longer accommodating that and instead putting yourself first. So be aware of that. It is a week for looking at your world 110%. It really, really is. So many of you will be looking at your options this week, whether that's relationship options, work role options, or even financial options as well. Be mindful of that within all of that. Money isn't everything, but as I always joke, I'd rather be miserable and rich than miserable and poor. So just be mindful of the choices that you are making. Make them with your heart and your head, not just your heart this week. So I say there can be upset. There may be a need for you to protect yourself moving forwards as well this week. Have that guard up. Normally I'm saying take it down. But you know what? This week, it's the opposite. This week, you need to look out for yourself a little bit more, perhaps in your communication, your business dealings, and your communication with other people. There is a need to look after you this week in this picture, especially when you are dealing with anyone who is pushing you and driving you to give them what they want. All right, so just be aware of that. When it comes to work and business aspects, if you're not working at the moment, this would be the daily stuff, that daily life stuff. Many of you will be reflecting on old plans, old thinking, old desires, old dreams. And actually there's a need to this week decide whether you are still buying into that or whether you actually need to have a change of plan as you step forwards. So some of you will be making new plans that you keep to yourself. And the reason for that is because, I say, this is the work aspect. So you may not want colleagues or business associates or whatever to know about your plans because it needs to be your vision, and you will let them know when you are ready. Okay, so you may require a little bit of privacy when it comes to work. And by that, what I mean is keeping things to yourself in order to protect yourself, like I said at the beginning. When it comes to relationships, then we really do have decisions to make. Now, relationships can be your intimate ones. It can also be your business or family connections, or maybe even friendships. But there really are some decisions to make. We need to feel alive. We need to be supported or surrounded by people that bring that positive living energy into our world, not the doomers and gloomers. And that's going to really be apparent this week as we move forwards. So there is a beginning here. There can be beginnings in love. There can be beginnings in other connections and other relationships that still come in on that love vibration, as in you love the connection, it puts you in a good place and them, and this is an honest connection between the two of you. So there will be decisions about where you put your love energy, who you love, who you don't love, all of that kind of thing going on this week. And as I say, that could be in your intimate, or it could be in your business and your friendships and family. When it comes to the spiritual growth aspect, this is where there is an end of an era. And many of you will need to have faith. Now, I keep picking up there's a lot of people changing guides at the moment. Okay, we're in a transition, and myself as well, I can feel I've had a shift. So we are often in a limbo stage between the old guide and the new guide, and therefore a new purpose coming in. So if you're feeling a bit disconnected and like they're over here and you're over here and it's just not gelling, be mindful that you're at the end of an era spiritually. So yes, new purposes, new paths, and new ways forward, new ways of being from a spiritual perspective. Because as I said at the beginning, this full moon really does have a spiritual slant to it, and it is about making big choices. And I feel that those choices are going to come from a spiritual perspective. So keep that in mind. So this is a week to not get overly involved in other people's drama, other people's situations, or feeling overly responsible for them, because it's very much about you this week. This is the week to take back yourself, your energy, your vision, your time, and your emotion if you are scattered and fragmented, and bring it back to you so you can step forwards fully on your path and on your purpose. And I'm going to say in spite of everyone else. And what I mean by that is other people's needs of you. Because what is really, really clear this week is that your life is needing you more than other people's crap and illusion. I hear the word illusion. So this is a week for seeing the truth in your world. It may be that you have a massive clear out of connections and roles and responsibilities, or it may just be that you're stepping into the new. But whichever it is, I want you to absolutely know that this is a good thing. So have a powerful week. Open heart, open mind, listen, but listen to yourself above others this week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.